Let's start OBS and let's start recording. So this Joker right here, I come across things that I've been like having my opinions on, like people's subject matter and stuff like that. Mainly just talking about their opinions on, superhero movies or whatever. It's mostly been superhero movies. Lately, MCU haven't got too much in DC stuff, hasn't popped up, but we'll bring that up today. Cosmic book news for some reason always pops up on my Facebook. Maybe it's because algorithm of me always being on comic book pages, movie pages, and this guy just always gets to me every time. I just read this caption. So Cosmic Book News is what it's called. Um, Latest article today: Spider-Man and Hulk team up for Kevin Smith's blah blah blah. Talk about Punisher. Zack Snyder shows off Bruce Wayne's car. Don't know what that means. Penguin season 2 in development. First look at Barracuda. And it's a movie. Daredevil Born Again season 2 goes 0 for 4 on Nelson. Okay. So let's look at this real quick. Gloves off. Okay, so it was the 7th episode, I believe, and they're showing the pit went very far. The boys. Okay, okay. All 13 episodes have failed to the chart, so I don't know. The latest miss continues the same pattern. So I kind of learned this guy has a hard on against a lot of Marvel stuff. So things were popping up, and his name is Matt McClowan. We'll just call him Matty. Matty. He established it in 2008, created and designed it. Independent website for comics, movies, TV, video games, kind of stuff like I cover and I enjoy covering. Started to promote Marvel Cosmic comic books, just like 2007's Nova, 2008's Guardians of the Galaxy, hence the name, and expanded from there. Matt was regularly contacted by Marvel Comics editors to create creative team behind the titles. Matt writes the content regularly, attends comic book conventions, and more. So yeah, this is the a-hole that's behind all this. I don't know if Marvel's still getting in contact with him. I don't, because he's got very, very poor feedback. Okay, so this popped up, and I was like, all right. I saw him pop up a couple times, and he annoyed me, but this one kind of got me.
Hold on a second. You're trying to tell me Marvel used toy props for real filming in Daredevil Born Again Season 2.
Hey, guys. So I guess one guy posted Dan Yun on Twitter. Fun fact, we sent samples of the item for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Fun to see it in the key episode. So apparently they might have used a mask maybe for the other people putting on the mask that were going after Mayor Fisk, running up the building, stuff like that. I assume it's not going to be Daredevil's actual mask that he used, but this guy's like thinks he got a moment. And I think, is this the one where he talks about it keeps getting worse, and he talks about how like they used it. Oh no, that's not the one. Blockbuster, but makes it even look worse. Streaming Hasbro. This one, this is backlash over. Yeah, so this one he talks about. This guy posted that they used a helmet. We sent samples of the item for Daredevil Born, and it's fun to see that they use key episodes. I'm guessing, like I said, it's the writers part. So apparently Daredevil Born Again 2 didn't just inspire a toy. The toy made its way back into the show. So he just basically talks a lot of crap. Fans and comments notice it too, and he shows like other people say like, "Oh, I don't remember that." Blah 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 blah. Remember, a guy got knocked out, and the mask looked really good, and I thought, "Hey, that kind of looks like the Marvel Legends one." Very possible that they could have used that for people in the crowd making makeshift masks. I can understand that. I wouldn't really crap on a thing for that because it's not like the official Daredevil's wearing it, but whatever, So that happened. And he goes on a little bit further.
That's not all. The season finale features a scene with Karen Page beating up some dude that weighs 100 pounds more than her and has combat experience and wears a helmet and armor. Remember?
How many times do we have this happen? Like, so many times in TV shows, movies, where we're like, that guy is a trained whatever. How is this person just running through them, Or how is this? Again, she didn't go mob down like a bunch of them and like take out 15. She got one, and it's kind of like whatever. You just let it go. But there are other movies that we have just normal character fight through people or beat up a guy, and you're always like, that wouldn't happen. But you just kind of let it go and whatever. You don't really need to beat the dead horse on it. But this is funny. This guy got triggered by
my insider said, guys, Daredevil Born Again was a complete disaster.
His insider said
MCU is
his insider said, hey, let's hear it again. Hold on.
Daredevil Born Again was a complete disaster, and the MCU had experience and wears a helmet and armor. Remember what my insider said, guys? Daredevil Born Again was a complete disaster, and the MCU is a complete train wreck.
So I very much so learned after seeing him pop up a few times. I did notice there was a lot of negativity for the MCU, but most of the time I'm just like whatever. The most things I'm into are people that are kind of like debating on things. Like I've commented on before, but this guy is just a wreck. He's a fucking wreck. He's got insiders. The MCU is a wreck. He even hashtagged train wreck. Rest in peace MCU is hashtagged. He hashtagged that. What else does he have to say?
You know what that means? Matt McGloin, 100% right again.
Oh, you're right again, Matt. This guy is too much. Oh my god. All right, so he's behind Cosmic Book News, which I told you comes up on my feed like all the time. I think it's just in the algorithm for stuff I like, and it pops up a lot. So I took a look at his Twitter, and on May 6th he posted they used the helmets, whatever. I think below that, who wants to hear about Marvel's Daredevil, Comic-Con, whatever. There was something that he was like crapping. Like he posted that. It was really stupid. I don't know how he feels about The Boys. Oh no, that's the John. He said that Mortal Kombat, he liked it, but other people hated it. It seems like he really does not like James Gunn being ahead of it. So I started to put it together. This is a Snyder guy. This is those guys that are just obsessed with Snyderverse and they want it restored, and they're like delusional. They're not just a fan of the movies or like I like Man of Steel because of this and that. It's Snyder, God Snyder, and it's really getting uncomfortable how these fans are. And if you're ever in any comic book movie, comic movie, whatever, different pages, movies pages, comic pages, comic movie pages, it gets very uncomfortable when you find one of these guys that are unhinged. Everyone's not like this. People that like Snyder's movies, you know, not everyone's like this unhinged, but they're like gone. There's some guys that they just hate where James Gunn's going. They hate everything about Marvel, and then it's only I can't wait. So I was like putting it together. I'm like, okay, so this guy's clearly a Snyder bro, and it's kind of crazy because he goes silent on a lot of things. He did make the article where he talked about the toy, and he talks about Karen fighting a guy that's too small, but they're not buying it, dropping a trained soldier that should have been doing this for years. As running a website, why would this be article worthy? Long time ago, probably about 15 years ago, I used to do little small articles for same thing. It's called Popping Culture. It's gone now, but we used to do articles, and if something like this came up to us, we really wouldn't talk about it. That someone did, like fans may have posted stuff they didn't like, a way someone fought and it wasn't believable or something, especially in a superhero movie. Not a lot of unbelievable stuff kind of goes out the window sometimes, unless it's very drastic or against character. I understand some things getting brought up, but this is like not newsworthy. It's not worth an article. So I kind of started to get the idea of, okay, this guy just kind of doesn't like MCU, and started thinking about other things like that he posted in the past. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think that's come up a lot. Born Again season 2 episode 8 breaks major MCU record though. What about that? That's kind of crazy, right? That's a little crazy. He has an article about how bad it's plummeting and how bad it's falling apart, but it's 9.6 rating on the last episode. He said rest in peace, Daredevil. And this is comicbasics.com, by the way. This is who is making a report on something record breaking. 9.6 rating is the best ever viewed MCU television show. So that's really cool, regardless if you hated it or loved it. It had great ratings. I shouldn't say most views, but great ratings. 9.6 ratings from IMDb. Don't know how they do on Rotten Tomatoes. I haven't checked that. I know I did it with my Netflix, or I'm sorry, with the video I did on Pixar. I went through that. But okay, so that happens. Yeah, so that happens. IMDb, breaks the records and all that. So I get to TikTok, and first video he has. First video. As soon as I start thinking about Snyder.
Latest updates. Henry Cavill in. Gal Gadot in. Jason Momoa in.
Shirt.
Ray Fisher in. Ezra Miller doubtful.
Are these
for Ben Affleck? I'm told possibly
from his insiders.
It's a lot of work physically. I'm also told if Paramount is indeed teaming with the Saudis, James Gunn's DCU is toast.
This guy runs a website,
and he'll be forced out. Latest updates.
He makes content. Makes content. I just can't believe it. He makes content for a website, and people must go to it. I don't know if he does this for a full-time job or what. He only has 1,231 followers, which is decent for, a person, I guess, at his stature. I don't know how popular he is, because I only just started seeing him a little bit on Facebook. 37.5k likes, so that's pretty good. But Mike McGloin, owner of Comic Book News, you're out of your goddamn mind. I love going on these creator pages and, sparking these debates, but this guy is just insane. Well, look at it. He posted this on WinterCon. He wasn't too shabby about this one. This was TikTok worthy. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just crazy. Let's see. He has Man of Steel. When James Gunn, she'll say the Snyderverse isn't coming back. Wow. Okay. Oh my god, dude. This guy's been so exposed. James Gunn, she'll say Snyder's not coming back. He is so obsessed. Oh my god. Yeah, so this guy pops up so much on my Facebook account. It's insane. And now I'm seeing what he really talks about and stuff is crazy. It is nuts, man. He gives all crap to MCU, all crap to DC now with James Gunn. And he finds the littlest things to talk about. It's crazy. I can't believe how stupid this guy is. And he also, I guess, doxed James Gunn. They talk about it. James Gunn talks about it in a tweet that I guess it's not Mickey Rourke. Why can't I think of his name? I was gonna say Mickey Rourke. God, what the hell is his name? James Gunn docs is what we're gonna write. James has been one of the worst being fired from Guardians of the Galaxy. FYI, here we go. This is creator Matt McGloin once dogs James Gunn back in 2017. Roker. God, I keep saying Mickey Rourke. Roker gave out his phone number basically, and when he did, he was saying stuff about tweeting yes Nova now that Disney's buying Fox, make an Annihilation movie and don't make it goofy. And I guess James Gunn saw this and said, basically people heard on stage, about his phone, and asked people to call him and harass him. Anything you ask for is much likely not going to happen. Likely, truly. So I guess he's had a pass of harassing James Gunn. So this dude is absolutely bonkers. James Gunn has lost the DC audience. Now what? These articles are not newsworthy. It's comic book news. Now, you can make your own opinion pieces, but don't act like you're giving news. And don't give me insiders. We all have Reddit. We all have different ways to find out things. Everyone does now. It's not secrets now. When things get leaked, they get leaked to everybody. One guy on the set grabs it and puts it out everywhere. So it just blows my mind that this guy thinks he's somebody. And like I said, it's just funny coming across these creators. Most are pretty cool. You know, even if I disagree with some of their opinions, it's logical on their side. This is not logical. This is not logical right here. The way he's acting and the way he's coming off, making these videos, like you're literally making videos. You have 7 or 9 views, like, you know, whatever. Playing, I believe it was Tupac, over when James Gunn's shills say the Snyderverse isn't coming back. Number one, it's not coming back. Pull a Frozen and let it go. The Snyderverse is gone, and Zack Snyder's not helping. He's really trying to bang on it. Really trying to like keep posting pictures and pictures and pictures. No matter how much you rub this lamp, the genie's not coming out. It's over. It's fine. You guys got a taste of it. Some people really enjoy the movies for the sake of loving the stories or whatever. Some love it just because it's Snyder and DC. Oh my God, I want to gobble it up. Then there's just people that are like, I didn't really care for it and I'm open to something new. They couldn't tie it together the way they should. They made it too dark, whatever. And we moved on. Now, you could not like the James Gunn Superman movie. That's fine. I actually liked the movie. I thought it was a good representation of the comic character. The Man of Steel one was a little too dark for me for reading Superman. But Superman's a really hard person to relate depending on how you write him. It's always about the writer for Superman for me. Like for me, like Spider-Man's always a cool guy. Batman's always a cool guy. And writers can do really good stories with them, but even a mid-story is still entertaining because they're really cool characters. Superman's really hard because you have to make him relatable, and he's this guy that can't get hurt really, and it's just really hard to do. But I really think Man of Steel didn't quite capture it, and Batman vs Superman for me is a whole train wreck. I respect you if you like it. That's fine. I'll have my opinions to say why I don't like it, and I understand you tell me why you do like it. We'll most likely come to agree to disagree, but the fact that after it's over, you're still fighting on it, and it's gone and done, and you're still fighting people over it, that we're done talking about it, we need to move on, it's just pretty sad. And the fact this guy pops up on my feed, and I've seen people, I think maybe even post his website sometimes for news. Don't be that. Let's see what he says about Supergirl.
We get the first Supergirl box office estimates from Matt Maloney at Puck News.
I don't like making fun of people based on how they talk or their voices or anything like that, but this guy just screams out, oh, you want to say something. He sounds so pathetic. Like, here it is, guys. I got it. Like, oh, man. But he's I mean, look, give it, look, he's calling for it, okay, right? He's baiting this. He's giving me rage baiting. He's giving me the bait, but I don't think he means to give the bait. This guy over here, I guess, on the comments, DC's 2006 box office success is all but guaranteed. Here's why. He listed that. Then Cosmic Book News comes up. I think Supergirl is going to bomb big time. Clayface could be good. It's Matt Reeves' movie! Exclamation point. It could. To be honest, as a fan of all that stuff, I think Clayface is a little bit on the edge of can it do well, because it looks like a horror film and it might not appeal to everybody. And I think something like Superman, you did it for families, kids, everybody, adults, grandmas, grandpas. I think Clayface won't really do that. So I don't know. That's one I would be on the edge about. But it could be a very good story. Who knows? But already saying that there's a $200 million loss?
He's the former head editor at THR, and he's an entertainment lawyer in Hollywood. According to Baloney, Supergirl could only bring in $300 to $350 million.
This guy.
If that happens, that's looking like a big disaster, a potential $200 million loss. Baloney was also talking to Scott Mendelson, who confirms what I was told at WonderCon, that the budget is higher than...
He has the big shots talking to him at WonderCon. Come on. A guy like this, he doesn't have a little crappy website. He doesn't just have, he's got millions of followers on everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. He's a big guy. You say that there's going to be a 200 million loss? He's got 200 million fans. They're all listening to him. He's got the insiders. Who are you to argue with him?
million. So if Supergirl's budget is around 150 million and it only brings in 300 million, that would be around
He's doing math for us now.
$75 million loss. Obviously, as the budget goes higher, Supergirl needs to bring in more money at the box office. The budget is around 200 million. It needs to make 500 million. But worst case scenario, Supergirl only brings in 300 million. That would be
Is anyone kind of weirded out the way he just stares like right into your soul as he does this? Like he's like, I don't know, like he's kind of like harassing me and scolding me at the same time about I'm wrong already about Supergirl. I don't know anything about Supergirl. Don't know much. I maybe have to look at these numbers and stuff if I wanted to argue with him. But the fact that you just want to be a Debbie Downer and already are against this thing, it doesn't look good. I mean, like, again, you always have your opinions and stuff, but you could throw that out there like, hey, they're going to lose money because of this and that. But, like, wishful thinking, it's just, I don't know. It's a little pathetic.
$200 million loss. Baloney and Mendelsohn also saw the Supergirl footage at CinemaCon, and they weren't impressed. Baloney
weren't impressed. I haven't heard anything about Supergirl footage yet. I know I've seen the trailer and it looks interesting. People are trying to compare it to Guardians a lot. That's what they didn't like, but James Gunn is not making this one. So I don't see that unless he really put influences on it. But people said it gave them that vibe of like space and stuff. I don't know. I don't really care if it's that kind of vibe-ish because Guardians are all really, really good. And they've all been huge successes. But of course, if it doesn't fit the narrative, I could get that. But we're dealing with Lobo now. And Lobo's a crazy space freaking biker warrior. Which is amazing that we're getting him. And especially Jason Momoa. Thank God he's not being a mermaid no more in Aquaman. Because he was not cut to be Aquaman. That dude was Lobo. He's Lobo from the beginning. Never Aquaman. They could have done a different Aquaman, but he just didn't fit. It didn't feel like I'm watching Aquaman. But with Lobo, it's a whole different story. So we're going to a whole different route right now with Lobo. And I'm very excited for Lobo, period. Lobo's a really badass character, and I'm excited for it. But, you know, the general audience may not know who Lobo is. The comic fans are going to know. Cartoon fans will probably know. But general audience might be rougher to bring people in for that. But who knows? The word of mouth was it just being Supergirl. People might come check it out. Let's hurry up and listen to this dumb talk, and then we'll get on with this.
Said it's looking like Supergirl will make half as much as Superman. Again, around 300 million. Quote, not great. End quote. What do you think? How much will Supergirl bring in? It opens June 26th. We get the first Supergirl, but worst case scenario, Supergirl
man,
$302 million. Baloney and Mendelsohn footage at
was
CinemaCon.
baloney?
$1 loss. Baloney and Mendelsohn.
Baloney. All right, let's look this up here. Baloney, Supergirl, loss. Actually, yes, we should say loss. It's funny, his picture pops up first. Only cosmic Instagram Cosmic Book News. It's them. On the Towns 2006 Baloney gave Supergirl one of the lowest scores on the board. Okay, so this we could get some info on. On the Town 2026 Summer Blockbuster Confidence ranking of Matthew Baloney gave Supergirl one of the lowest scores on the board, predicting it'll earn around 30 to 350 million. Spider-Man Supergirl might be another flop, and this is from The Presence. Not sure what that is. Zack Snyder Blueprint. Yeah, this is a lot of guys like just hating it. I guess The Presence isn't really a good source. I don't know. They're saying the exact same thing, so who knows? I don't know. This is some investigating. Let's see what he says just about Supergirl in general. Let's just see who he is. I can't even tell you who he is. It's an entertainment journalist. What? Is American entertainment journalist, podcaster, and former attorney? He's a founding partner of digital media company. Before that, he was editorial director of The Hollywood Reporter. Okay. Why did he leave the Hollywood Reporter? He resigned due to intense conflicts with. Okay, he's got problems with people. I thought this was someone in the like helping out make movies and stuff like that. I didn't know this is just another guy that reports on whatever he thinks he knows. Like Stephen Colbert's show cost more than 100 million years to produce. It's losing 40 million. This guy, all right. So, and he doesn't really post on here, which is kind of weird. But like the things I am seeing, it's just speculation. He doesn't seem to really have a finger on the pulse if he's in the industry. He's just a reporter. So that was his source on that one. Was just this Matt Belloni guy, whatever how to say his name, Belloni. It's kind of weird. Like, I hate that I even detoured into that while making a video, but I don't mind when I watch people on videos do a little bit of research with them because it's interesting. We all find out things together. That is weird. So that guy supposedly said he saw it already. If he did, he did. I don't know if his numbers are accurate. There's nothing really to back it. And if they are, they are. But to sit there and already crap on it, it's just kind of weird. Lanterns trailer yank. Let's check out this one. I hate making such a long video, but let's check.
Yo, what happened to the Lanterns trailer? I just wrote the article about the new poster. I went to embed the trailer, tried grabbing it from our previous article, and it's listed as private. When I went to the HBO Max YouTube channel, it's nowhere to be found. It's nowhere to be found on the official HBO Max Facebook accounts or any Warner Brothers or DC YouTube channels. It's only
someone said it got taken down for copyright reasons, brah.
Rip Lanterns, folks.
Wow, dude, he really hates everything about DC and James Gunn. This is crazy. I mean, to be honest, Lanterns isn't really calling for me right now. I don't know. It's just, I'm sure I can make a whole nother video talking about Lanterns. The fact that it's just not some big space opera, like, I think that's what we needed for the Lanterns. It's very grounded. Who knows? They might make it interesting, but I just think they're not getting the right visual guide for it. Oh man, I don't want to click on all these, but it's just
another X-Men reboot rumor is making the rounds. Hunter Schafer is reportedly still being
all right. Hunter Schafer Mystique rumor returns. We know this isn't happening. Whatever. So I don't know what that voice thing is. I just want to listen to this one last. Fake fans cry again. Well, I got to look at that one.
Clayface trailer reaction. I actually think that it
he's holding his phone.
Decent. It's gonna be a low budget horror movie.
It's almost like
DCU, I guess set within Gotham City.
The the comic book guy.
Producer, so it should be pretty good. James Gunn's usually good with the horror stuff, so whatever involvement he has, I'm okay with it.
He'll allow it.
Obviously, I don't think there's gonna be any Batman, so that's no surprise.
This guy's like the worst reporter to give you any information. Oh man, this guy is rage baiting me. He's just so annoying. Again, it just popped up on my Facebook reel, and I saw something about Daredevil and decided to watch it. And I'm like, wait, it's that guy. He comes up here and there. He's kind of annoying, I think. And then he gives this really dumb spiel about Daredevil. And he has insiders and this and that. He had Twitter, for one, about the mask. And we know the mask was probably used, like I said, in the riot scenes. Fine. And then Karen Page, he was outraged about how she took down a guy. I mean, we've seen stuff like this happen, like I said, a million times in movies. Oh man, like, all right, we're gonna watch this last one just because it says fake fans cry. I want to see what he's saying. Fake fans are crying about while he's chugging his Red Bull or whatever he's got right here. His beer ultra.
To the fake fans. So Wyatt Russell was in town. Came in for the Sabres. His dad is Kurt Russell, rooted for the Sabres. Who won the game?
Does this?
The Sabres.
Oh my. Okay, we're not gonna watch that. Fake fans cry. Oh my god. I don't know what to do with this guy. I really don't. Oh, man, dude. This is just whole big slop, man. Oh. it's almost like you want to watch it when it pops up. It's almost like that bad way when people. I love Howard Stern, and I like how people used to say you either wanted to hear what he was gonna say next because you loved him or you hate him, and so you almost get that vibe. I don't want to get him anywhere near Howard Stern genius, but I almost want to watch because how stupid he sounds, what he'll say next. But at the same time, I think I could deal with not having him in my life. And he's doing the same type of reels and stuff like that on Facebook as well. Just putting them together, which I understand is the way to do it. This guy's just toxic. Stranger Things is complete trash. Just everything. As insiders say it. Oh man, I don't want to click on all these. Fake fans cry. Fake fans. Okay, guys, I gotta click this one. I'm sorry.
Fake fans out there already crying about James Gunn's Brainiac casting. Yeah, I have no idea who the actor is either. Gunn obviously got him on the cheap. None of the Brainiac rumors were from me. The only thing my insider said was that James Gunn is using Zack Snyder's Man of Steel 2 ideas.
Oh my god. All right, I think that's enough. We've given him enough energy in the world towards this negativity. I think we need to pull back. I would even recommend clicking on things because I would hate to give him any more views. Like he gets views, 21K, 16K, 24K. Understandable. You know, a lot of these outlets that have been around for a long time can get these views, and people want to read about news. People want to watch news, and again, they come on my algorithm. But this is just cancer, man. This is just we had Batista as Brainiac. James Gunn destroys. Oh my god. This is the thing. It's like people get into this industry as talking heads, and they just, if you're not like able to hear people out and just throw your shitty opinion and that's it, and not kind of like, okay, you could just be like, I guess, whatever, like a character. You're the comic book nerd dude from The Simpsons. Cool, that's your guy. But you're trying to be like, you're a reporter, you have insiders, you're running a website that reports things. You got to be a little bit in the middle here. You can't be like, you could be like, hey, Dave Bautista, I heard was cast as James Gunn's Brainiac. I wouldn't even bite on that because that doesn't sound accurate at all. But he wants to make not one, but two videos on it, back to back, just to slam it and talk about it. You cannot have a problem with it. Have your podcast and then go talk all about how your feelings are about it. But as a news outlet, to pop on my newsreel, just give me the news. You don't got to chime in and just crap on things. It really isn't necessary. But going through all these people, you know, it's nice to go across, and I made videos with other people that have popped up, and that's fine. It's cool. Like, stuff like, whoa, these guys thought this movie wasn't as good as this movie. Okay, let me compare my thoughts with that. Cool. But this guy just completely just coming off everything possible negative is nuts. And the other things that are like okay in his opinion, they're just mid. Like Clayface, maybe should be good. I know James Gunn's good with horror and might be alright. It's just like, you know, we could guess and speculate all we want. That's fine. But to sit there and just be like, this is that period. And let's embarrass Daredevil because they used toy masks for the riot scenes. And Karen Page beat up a guy in armor. Tactical gear, not even armor. Let's not just rage about it. Let's go write an article about it. Let's post it on Facebook. Let's make the TikTok, put it on Facebook. It's just tiring and crazy. And this is the kind of content I don't want to follow. And I don't want it to pop up. And I've seen it many times. People always say, hey, I heard this. I'm like, where'd you hear it from? People say comic book or cosmic book news. And they say, don't believe them. Don't follow them. They are wrong majority of the time. And if they are right, it's because they piggybacked off someone else's news. So I would say stay clear of these guys. There are a lot of more respectable content creators that will give you comic book movie news, comic book TV news, that are just there for the facts, and how they share their opinions are a little more professional reporting, I would say, not so much YouTube influencer like this guy's trying to be, because that's what it's kind of coming off as when he's reporting for his website that's supposed to be all about news and giving us updates instead of just going Marvel, complete disaster, train wreck, rest in peace, MCU. It's just, oh my god. Anyways, that's it. That's all I'm gonna talk about. We're gonna go back to OBS to shut this all off. I'll put it up. God, I hope people. I don't got many followers as him. I don't. Only 468 people commented on this one. 319 likes. So there's 319 weirdos out there that like this. But I wish I had that many. I will be a little envious with him. I do wish that, because I wish I could conversate and talk about these things, because I would like to hear people sound off what they think about this kind of reporting. What they feel about when this pops up on their reel. Does it matter? Does it not matter? But yeah, so that's it for now. We're going to head out. Hopefully we get somebody talking. If not, oh well. This has been it. I'll put it on YouTube and I'll drop it on TikTok. We'll see if I can share the wealth like this guy does and get around town, right? All right, we're shutting off OBS. Bye.